Hey y'all, this is Tina. I'm here today to share with you my design team project for Angel Dream Crafts Kim. And this is her card. You can find her on Etsy and YouTube, Angel Dream Crafts. This is her email if you want to ask her any questions. This is her Instagram. And of course her YouTube there, Angel Dream Crafts. So I had made a small purchase. I'm going to share with you first what I got that was different from my package that I received, which I showed a few days ago. I did get a couple of things that are different than what I have had in my package. So I just wanted to share with you those before I get started. This is gorgeous. So this is something new, I believe, in her store that I got. It is gorgeous. Look at this, y'all. I don't have many black dangles, and this is absolutely beautiful. And you can use this, you can make tassels out of this if you just wanted to use like one or two, put together and have. I like to double mine over a lot of times just to make the tassel part, a little fuller. And then of course if you wanted to add you some bling or something in the middle, that makes a gorgeous little accent, just a little accent tassel. And look at this. In this center here, you have a heart shape, and it has a flower. I hope that's camera's picking that up. It has a little flower here in the middle where you could add a little bling, little rhinestone or pearl or something. You could make a tassel just out of that too. You could double that up or triple and have your dangles. So there's so many ways. Also, again, you can cut the top off of this if you don't want to use it on your flower. You could cut the top of that, and that would be a beautiful border around your photos or something. I love this because this is different. I love the little baubles on the ends of the tassels. You could always accent these with your rhinestones or pearls. Oh, there's so many ways you could use it. It's so, so pretty. So I'm very pleased with this one. Here is my package. This is my order, and basically, I think everything that I ordered, I received in my package, so I've already shown you, I think, everything in here. Let me go really quick. I don't want to keep y'all long today. This is my goodie box from Angel Dream Crafts with all of my goodies from her shop that I've gotten. I do believe I got these. I had ordered these. These are beautiful that I've never had before. I'm going to have to go back and order me some cabochons to go inside because I want to decorate those up. You can put these on a cord if you wanted to use it. Like, if you could wear this for a necklace if you wanted to make a necklace out of these. If you wanted to make just a, put a little bulb pin in there and have it as a charm on your projects. These are gorgeous frames. Look at that. Y'all go grab you some. I'm not sure if she keeps these all the time. This is one, I have one of these left that I haven't used yet that I absolutely love. And I do have a few of her circle ones left, her cabochons. And what I did last time is I lined the inner rim here. I'm just going to show you an example. I did get me some more of this gorgeous bling here. You can put a line of the rhinestone chain. You can just put a line around that to make it full. I got this pink one I haven't really used yet, y'all. This is gorgeous. But you could line the inside of this and then put your cabochon in the center. Look how gorgeous that would be. I hope that's showing up okay for y'all. So that's just an example of how you can use these. They are beautiful. You can put anything you want in the center. And let me see, what else did I get? Oh, I love, love, love. My goodness gracious, y'all know I love birds. These precious charms. And I can't remember if I had these in my package or not, or if I ordered these in my little special purchase here. But anyway, they deserve another show either way. They are gorgeous. Go grab you some of these if you love little birdies, as I do. And I know I received these, but let me just give these another show. I did receive these in my design team package. Look how gorgeous. Excited to use these. Okay, I think you've seen most of everything in my little goodie bag here, my little goodie box here. Alright, so let's move on. I'm going to show you what I've been working on. Trying to get through because, as you know, I've been going nearly the whole month and I am so far behind on my projects, y'all. But this is what I've made. Oh my goodness. And I love the way it turned out, but it turned out bigger than I expected. And when I say bigger, I had trouble binding it together. Not really a lot of trouble. I just wasn't sure what I was going to do because I wanted it to be full with all the trims all the way around the doilies. And so I had to be creative. I got some really good wax thread here that is not, look, is not easy to break. And I did not want this to break and come apart. So I decided to use my wax thread here to bind this together. And then I've just tied some beautiful ribbons here. And I've made a little dangle there again with Kim's gorgeous trim here. I've just cut one out. This was a little flower that I cut out of another trim. And this is yet another little flower that I took out of another trim. I'm sure you've seen me use these in the past. I still have little bits of things, even though I've run out of the, the main pieces. I'd keep all my little bits. So I made a little tassel dangle here to go on top of my ribbons. I've had this one before, and as you know, if you watched my last video, I got more of this in my gorgeous package. So I wanted to include that, and all the colors are so pretty. I just put with it some white satin ribbon that I had in my stash, and this very, very soft little pink tulle, just to kind of tie the, and I put it on one of Kim's bulb pins that she sent me. So that's your little, that is just attached here where I sewed in with the wax thread on the edge here. And I left it loose because y'all know when I make my doily books, I like for you to be able to really open them wide to be able to see everything. So I'm going to pull it up so you can see up close what I've done here on the top. And let me also add, this doily book is focused on perfume bottles. Anybody that loves perfume bottles, I love them. They're gorgeous. I used to have a collection of them. I think I got rid of most of them, but I love them still. And I am using, if you're familiar, which I think most of you are, Shabby Dabby Doodah, Tina. I am using her digitals in this doily book because I had them in my stash. I had them already fussy cut out, and I've been wanting to make something else with the perfume bottles, and so this was a perfect opportunity. And they matched perfectly with Kim's laces. So that's what I've made this doily book with, is using her digitals. Oh yeah, I was going to show you up close. I'm so sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself here. This is Kim's trim. Most everything you see is going to be from Kim's shop. Just keep that in mind. I don't want to keep repeating myself. Although I usually, after I say that, I usually do. Because I'm just like a squirrel, y'all. Y'all know that. Just bear with me. I get hyped up on coffee and I can't slow down. So I have cut these apart. This was a trim, a beautiful trim. I've cut them apart and pieced them together to kind of top off the little doily here. This is the doilies that I've used from Kim's shop. I've used one on each page. And this is her gorgeous dangle trim. And I have just put some little bling here. This is the gorgeous new trim that I just received. I have fussy cut this out to kind of make me a border around just the two sides here. This is her gorgeous little rose bling that I love, that I had to top that off with because the colors match so pretty. Let's see. Yeah, this was the top trim here. I made another little dangle on this side, and I put one of her pretty little rose charms. I hope that's showing up. And like I was just explaining, I have taken her other trim, dangle trim that I have pieced 3 together. See, I just glued them together on the back here. This is another little piece I had left over using my bits. I glued that on top to make it pretty and put this little charm on top for you so that dangles down the side. Let me see, I think I showed this one. Underneath the top dangle trim here is her white flower dangle trim. I've added a layer of that. This is very full of dangles, y'all. And oh my goodness, I don't think I've ever really worked with the leaf dangle before, but now I think it's my favorite, y'all. I got to go back and order more. I got to go back and get it in pink. I'm not sure if she has it in white, but this is the ivory. If she has it in the white, I need to go back and restock because, oh my goodness, that makes the most beautiful dangles. All of them together are so yummy. Y'all go grab y'all some. So pretty. So that's my cover page. Let's go inside here. You see what I mean about the binding? You can gently pull and it separates the pages. And I wanted you to be able to see all the fluff here because I have put fluff, y'all. On this first page, this beautiful perfume bottle, and I have just put Kim's. This is a new trim that I got, and I've just put little rhinestones to accent the little, I don't know what you would call these little things, but just to accent those and to bring out the colors in the bottle. This was one of Kim's bows. I think this was one of her bows. I may be mistaken. I think I'm mistaken. She has one very similar that I think I only have one more, but it's darker than this. This was my ribbon. I'm sorry. Now this little flower here, I think I cut that also out of another trim. I'm sorry, I'm seeing glue here. Y'all know I'm like a squirrel. I gotta pick at it. I'll run my heat gun. I haven't had time to do that yet. It'll melt all this away. Okay, so that's the front or the first page. On to the next. This gorgeous little blue bottle here. Also, let me tell you, I have lined some of these top of the doilies with, this was a curtain piece. This one over here, I'm sorry, I forgot. This was Kim's beautiful white lace underneath here that I've lined the doily with. I hope you can see that. That is a piece of her beautiful white lace. And this down here, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. This is the trim that I made the dangle on the side here with. I just took 3 of these, I cut them apart. And there you see, I've just made a little tassel. Easy as pie. So fun to make. Okay, back to this page, y'all. Sorry I'm in a hurry, and I'm sorry if you hear my husband outside of this window here. He is weed eating. I'm sorry if you hear that, and I also have my fan going because it's really humid. Okay, this was in my stash. This is Kim's gorgeous trim, and this was a double layer trim that had a big flower here. I didn't keep any of it out, or I would show you. It had a flower on top of this, and I trimmed it apart. It's a good way you can use them, and then you can just place it how you want. So I had to cut it to fit around the doily. And this beautiful perfume bottle, and this is one of Kim's little bling pieces that I added. This is one of her cabochons, and I took the beautiful chain that I showed you. And then this was some tassel trim I had in my stash. The color was perfect to go with this bottle, so I had to make a tassel and include this. And how pretty is it with this cabochon, y'all? This beautiful lady, and she has these colors. She has that blue color. It's just all so pretty. Y'all know I'm a matchy kind of person, so I love the way that looks. Let me lift this up here. Underneath here, I have this tassel. This dangle trim. This was in my stash. So I added that layer. And then here, another layer of the leaf trim. So pretty. On to the next page. And you can see this trim, but it's attached to this side. Pull apart, and you can see all the pretties here. This gorgeous pink ruffle trim with the roses. You probably remember seeing this. And from the other side, or actually this one was glued to this side, the little leaf trim underneath. So beautiful. This is, I think, one of my favorite bottles from Tina's kit with the rose. Of course, the pink I absolutely love. This gorgeous fabric we all love with the little sparkles on it is from Kim's shop. This was a broken piece of jewelry that I thought it fit perfectly. The gold and everything, the little rhinestones, everything matched so pretty with this page. So I put that on top of there. Sorry, y'all, I'm seeing something right here. So I have to pick at it. I can't let it go. When I find it, I have to pick at it. Okay, the next page, this beautiful lavender. So Tina did have a lavender bottle, so of course it was perfect to go with this lavender tulle that I got from Kim. Gorgeous. Now, Kim has some of this trim in pink, and I'm almost out of it, but I had this in my stash, so I went ahead and used this on top of the tulle. It was perfect colors. This is some twill fabric that I had. It was sheer twill fabric. Some of you may have purchased some of this from me in a past sale. I had some of that left, so it was perfect for the background here. I've just added a bow and a little charm, or not charm, a little rhinestone. Under here, I've used this same white tassel trim. And then on the back page, I'll show you on the next page on that one. Okay, the next pages. This is my central page. Y'all know I love to do the pockets. So this is, I left the doily so you can see the doily in the background here. This is, you know, of course, from the other side. So I wanted to bring out the purple onto this page. So I made a tag here. Put one of the little perfume bottles and one of Tina's butterflies and just added some bling. And on the back here, I've added another butterfly, so it's pretty from both sides. And this is a little perfume, little thing she had in her fussy cuts that says perfumes. It says something about perfumes. So cute. So this is the beautiful trim that I just received that was perfect to make a little side tuck pocket. Perfect. This trim here I had in my stash, and I wanted to bring out the white and the dangles, so that's what I did here. Let me put this back. So I love the way the butterflies look poking up out of the top. So this is also Kim's trim. I haven't seen anyone use this one in a while, and I had it, and so I said, I'm going to put some of that in here. This is a double, I call it the peacock trim, and I'm not sure if anyone else refers to it as that, but it's a 2-layer, and I think I used the bottom layer because the bottom layer has the longer dangles. Now, I thought I had a piece of that handy where I cut it off, but anyways, I'll probably put it away. So the top layer on this is a little bit shorter dangles. It is a gorgeous trim, and I'm not sure if she still has it, but y'all go look and see because it's beautiful. And then over here, I did basically the same thing on the pockets, except for here, of course, I brought out the color in the next page's trim, and another one of Kim's miniature bottles here, and then here another little tag she had, and I doubled up the butterfly once again, so it's pretty from both sides. So I like the way those look sticking out. Oops, I did that one backwards, didn't I? I like the bling on the top. Of course, we like the bling. Okay, this next page. Now see how I've left that wide so you can really pull it apart so you can see everything. Oh my goodness, these two pages are so cute. I love this baby. I don't know if you would call this baby blue. It's not really a baby blue. It's kind of like a turquoisey. It's like is there such a thing as a baby turquoise color? Because it's got some green in it. Anyway, it's gorgeous. This is Kim's trim. This is the beautiful trim I got in my package. And the bottle, it just all flows together so pretty. This trim here, this was a trim, and then I pieced 2 of them together to make the page, to put it on the background, and made it like to cover that page. Sorry, y'all. I think that's attached. I'm leaving it. I'm not going to pull that because it'll pull a little hickey-doo. Okay, so, and then I had this in my stash that I wanted to accent with because it matches perfectly with this. So that's this page. Also, I have then again added this that was in my stash. And then yet again, another layer of the gorgeous leaf trim. So I love the way all of the dangles look on all the pages. This beautiful page here may be my favorite. Oh my goodness. This double trim here with the polka dot is gorgeous. And you can pull this apart and use it so many ways. You can pull it apart and put you some trim down the middle. I've done that before. You can cut it and you'll have 2 separate trims. I think Roseanne, she showed another example. I was just watching her video. Was it yesterday or the day before? She showed where you can turn it over like on the top part and have 3 layers. I haven't thought of that. That was a clever idea. I have done mine where I separated it and used it, with that, or I've cut it apart. But anyway, I used it as it came, doubled up. It's full, but I love it. And this trim here was in my design team package this past time, and I had to cut this apart, and I had to fuss with it a little bit to get it to do right around the page, but I love the way it came out. If I would have had the time and the patience and enough of the pearls, y'all, I would have loved to have lined these baby pink flowers. Look how pretty that would have been with some baby pearls. I just did not have the time, the patience, or the pearls to do it. But how gorgeous would that be? Oh my goodness. I don't know if it's showing up either. I have used Kim's dot tool. It's a baby pink tool with the dots. I have used that also to line the doily because it was just perfect. It matched so perfect with everything. I hope that shows up where you can see that. So pretty. I love this bottle too. Now these I just had in my stash. I promise I'm almost done. I didn't mean to make it a long video, y'all. You know, we all have things we're doing. This is so pretty too. I love the black bottle. I wanted to incorporate some of the gorgeous new black trim, but I just didn't feel like it was the right, I didn't feel like it would flow well. So I will save it for another project. But I did add the black bottle, and then I've accented around with Kim's gorgeous tool. This is her beautiful sparkly tulle fabric that I believe I got it a couple of design team bags ago. I can't remember how long, but anyway, I've had this for a little bit, and I don't think I've really used it yet. So this was a perfect opportunity. I had these little beads. This is just a strand of beads that I had that I kind of tied it together and made a little bow, put a little rhinestone there. And I believe this was some trim I had in my stash. Kim's, I think, is more baby pink. I think this is the peachy pink color that I had in my stash. But y'all go check and get you some of her baby pink. It's hard to find, so I know she has it, so go grab you some. Underneath here, again, I've used this gorgeous trim. I use this so much. Another layer of the leaves here. Under that was the other page. I had the white and the pink. Again, I forgot to show those on the other side. So sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I used another row, just stuck together, sorry. I used another row of that gorgeous pink, and then the white again to go below that. Sorry, I forgot to tell you about that one. So pretty. And then here's the last page. Well, not the last page, next to the last page. This is that same tool. I have it in all the colors. This is the ivory. This is a beautiful trim I just received. I've used this before, and I wanted more. This is the beautiful baby pink sparkly material that we all love. This little flower I had in my stash, and I have just fussy cut a little flower to make a centerpiece and put some little bling. This is a beautiful bottle here that just matches. Now I did cut a little piece of that pink rhinestone chain that is from Kim to just go only on the bottle here, and then a little accents down there. So pretty. Now to the back page. I had to decorate the back page, of course, because it's so pretty and it shows. So here I've taken another one of the beautiful flowers from this trim. This was all one long trim with all these flowers, y'all. So you can cut them apart and use them individually. So I've made another little centerpiece here. And then this was the part of this trim here. I've taken a big flower there and made a centerpiece here. This is her sweet little heart. I'm still hoarding some of this. Her little heart fabric that we got, that we all loved. And I had to put the little heart trim, my new heart trim, I had to go around it. I left it kind of bubbled up to make it fit, and I love the way that looks kind of bubbled up around the edges. I don't know if you can see that. Kind of raises it up a little bit. It's so pretty. And then of course more dangles down here, the leaf and the white flower. So that is my little doily book, y'all. And this will be for sale going in my Etsy. And I know I said this before, I do have several new things that I will be listing this week. I have just been so busy catching up on everything, and I'm still not caught up. You know, where does the time go? I'm running so behind, and I'm out of time, and yeah. So I will be listing this, though, for sale. And if you're interested, you can message me before it goes in my Etsy. And I hope to see y'all again soon with another project. And be sure and go and visit the other designers and see what they're making. I know I haven't had a chance to watch. I've seen Roseanne putting up some tutorials or Craft with Me's or something, so I haven't had a chance to go watch Roseanne, but I'm coming. Charlotte and Karen, I think they've put their videos out, and but go check out and see what they're making, and I will list their names, and you can just click on them. I will put their YouTubes in the description box, so y'all just click on it, go see what they're up to, look at their design team packages, and go shop with Kim. And thanks for joining me today, and I hope everybody has a great week coming up, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.